Hey mate, rather than writing out a whole big plan or even calling out, so I'll just email you now and we'll talk about this week and of course the race this weekend. I'll attach here just I guess a loose plan for the week, but my view on taper is not stacks on listening to a coach. I think you need to take some ownership for where you feel. If you feel like you need additional rest, then you rest more. If you feel like you're feeling pretty good, just feel like the body needs a bit of zip, then you go and do a bit of zip. Obviously, you don't train stacks of volume. You do need a little bit of intensity there just to keep that spark going, but ultimately it's about spark, lots of rest. Spark, lots of rest. So really that's where I want you to consider this week. I'll write a few bits and pieces what I would kind of loosely do, but by and large you're fit, you're well, you're healthy. It's up to you really to dictate this week more probably than me. So I'll pop on some guidelines. With your weekend, mate, the swim, at the end of the day, it's usually a shit fight, always is at the start there. The first 100 metres is just game time, everyone goes nuts. So just avoid getting whacked. Swim sort of with your arms sort of further out to the side, in this sort of pattern. But just take it nice and easy. You will feel inclined to go gangbusters. I'm saying back it off. You can really stuff the whole race up if you go gangbusters in that first 100 metres there. So we want to keep your heart rate low, breathing level really easy. Don't really want to be producing shitloads of lactic acid at that point in the race. But there is a bit of kick and splash and whack going on. So just simply stay out of trouble, mate. Nice long stroke, just out the front. Let the wetsuit essentially do most of the work, and just get through it. Just get through it. If you lose a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, it doesn't dictate the race, man. It's like 10%. And ultimately, the guy that wins the swim, he only gets out for 10 minutes ahead of you anyway, so it doesn't really make a stack of difference. So just get out of the swim safely. Take your time, get on the bike, mate. Click in safely. Don't be a dick trying to jump on bikes and get going. We know the course is fairly flat. It's going to be pretty quick out there. Likelihood is, I'm looking outside now, it's like going to be, might be hot, so therefore don't go out too hard on the bike. You don't want your body temperature going straight away, or you're just going to be playing catch up thermoregulation all day. That takes energy, takes brain mindset, and mate, it's too long a race to be challenged by that for that length of time. So really take it out slowly. Remember, almost from the get-go, particularly if it is a bit warmer, and likely it probably will be, remember to cool yourself from the outside in. So, water bottles all over your face. Every time you go past an aid station, wet yourself completely right through. And particularly when you're on the bike, then you let convection do the work. So, yes, chug, water down, and drink to thirst, no question about it. But more important than that, I reckon, is actually, we kind of learn all this in Hawaii. So, certainly drench yourself all the time, and it's way more important on the bike than it will be the run, obviously because of the speed you're running at. Mate, your likelihood is you're going to get into a train on the bike, and you'll sort of form in and around guys that are you, because of course it's flat. There's no sort of which break up the trains, so it is going to be pretty congested there. So don't get caught frickin' drafting. Make sure you're that distance back, but don't let people keep bullying you, like coming around you. So sort of nudge forward just a little bit. Keep your eye out for the van. Remember, you're not allowed to sit in front of the person, so be really quite conscious of that. But there will be trains, guys, so get ready for it. Really get ready for it, mate, because it's just the way it's going to be with this race. And as long as you're sitting that train, you're really not going to lose a stack of time. Look, to me, the course looks like it's going to be a foot race, and who doesn't go smash up first, get their body core temp too high for the run. And if you've done that, as soon as you get off that bike, if you've gone too hard on that bike, your core temperature is going to go through the ceiling as soon as you run out of that for the first 100 metres. So again, in the first 100 metres of the run, shorten up your stride big time, just a little make sure your hat's on and all the rest of it. Pour water out in the transition all over yourself, so you're really cool for that first 100 metres, because remember, your body's going to be going blah, 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 particularly when you take your helmet off if it's hot. So make sure you wet yourself out in the tent or whatever it is. Make sure your legs and arms and everything's really, really wet. And then shuffle real easy. Let dickheads go for the first 100, mate, and then build in and then go. And then just at the end of the day, the run is just about holding stride. Remember, it's about holding your form, shoulders back and down, lengthen through your spine always, hips slightly forward, mate, and just that little tap, 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 tap turnover. You're not out there to run and smash it down. Your idea is to hold your form together, and the longer you can do that, the better you're going to go. The idea is not to slow down so much. It's not about speeding, it's about don't slow down. So to do that, you need to have this economy of movement to start with, so be really, really conscious of that. As for fueling at the end of the day, I just think lots of sports drink, because you hit then hydration and fuel at the same time. On the bike, I think it's a good idea for you anyway to be barring up, so grab a bar, like the Cliff bar or Endura bar or something like that, and like chug that down, maybe in segments. I don't like to chug them all at once. I think it's too much on your gut. So in Hawaii, certainly I was having a third of the bar instead of every hour. So you do that every 45 minutes, say, for this race. I think that would be a really good idea. As for salt, maybe not. I think there's probably enough. If you're doing a sports drink thing, there's probably enough in that. So I don't think you need to consider that. But I think you'll know the fuel thing. I think the fuel is more dictated with the intensity. If you go out like a scalded cat, I say that the likelihood is you're going to have a crap race. Build in, go, hold, sustain, and then just work on the brain to get going. If you feel like junk, that's normal, unfortunately, and you need to override that. You need to believe it's just a sensation and a myth. You're better than that. Hit the line. And you'll text me when you're finished to let me know how you're going. And we all need a bit of luck out there. Hey, we don't want to be punching tyres, but if it happens, fix it. We don't want shit to happen, just deal with it, yeah? So you need a little bit of luck as well, which you've got from me. I'll be rooting for you. Fire up.